everyone. My name is Dean Calhoun, and I'm the President and CEO of AFAgility Solutions. The topic that I'm proposing to present at South by Southwest is why social media and hurricanes are similar. Having been born and raised on the west coast of Florida, in my early years I have seen my fair share of hurricanes. And coming from the perspective as a small business owner trying to implement social media in a somewhat dull industry, I can tell you that social media and hurricanes are indeed very similar. So let's go ahead and get started and with my overview of my presentation. Thank you. In my 60-minute presentation, I'll be answering 4 questions. The first question that I'd like to answer is, how do you discover interesting content for my customers? When you're in somewhat of a traditional industry like I am, finding unique, creative, and valuable content is tough. In many cases, you have to create your own. In this presentation, I'll go over some of the tactics that have worked for my company. The second question that I'll answer is, how do you know that my customers are enjoying the content? Is this content worthwhile to them? Are they becoming engaged in the content? I will go over some of the tools and some of my experiences with using social media for a small company. The third question that I'll answer is, how can I apply the cone of uncertainty? The cone of uncertainty is a tool that is used by hurricane forecasters and also used as a tool for software development practices. The fourth and final question that I'll answer is, what should I do to measure success and to make sure that I'm going in the correct direction? So just to give you a little bit of a preview, let's give a high-level overview of the cone of uncertainty. As you see in this picture on the slide, the cone of uncertainty is a tool that's used by hurricane forecasters to predict the intensity of a hurricane and the path of a hurricane. Typically, they have 3-day forecast and 5-day forecast. One of the first implications of the cone of uncertainty is that any estimates that you make in the beginning are inherently vague. And anybody that tells you otherwise doesn't know what they're talking about. Until you jump in and get some feedback and data, most of what you come up with is pure guesswork, particularly if you're in an industry that is new to social media. The next implication of the cone of uncertainty is that any plans that you have will need to be redone often. The traffic that you're expecting will be much different than what you originally forecasted. Your budget's going to be off. How much you're paying for PPC and other conversions is going to be grossly different than what you estimated. The third implication of the cone of uncertainty is that these uncertainties can be built into your plans, but should be visible to everyone that's involved in the plan. In general, you'll find that it always takes more time and budget than originally proposed, but very, very rarely does it take less time and less budget. The fourth and final implication is that some of the assumptions will later prove to be flat-out mistakes, and that these will become major factors in your uncertainty. Somewhere along the way, you'll realize that some of your assumptions were just wrong, and that you'll feel like a troll in the woods, but get used to it. That's just the way it works. So there you have it, the high-level overview of my presentation. I'm confident that you will find it interesting enough to make it into the interactive program. Please feel free to contact me if you have any questions.